Kathleen Sagers. Actually, it was August 23rd, 2017. Breast cancer, stage 4, and it was in my bones as well. I should have gone to the gynecologist before I went. I know that. I can't even go there because it's too late. You can't go back. Just move forward. But my left breast was bigger than my right one, and it just like, and I didn't notice it except like if I laid on my stomach, I'd roll. It was weird. So let me, and one night when I rolled on my stomach, it felt really weird. So I looked down, and through my shirt you could see it was bigger, and my back had been hurting me. I was going to a chiropractor from a previous accident years before, and he was trying to have me not have to go through an MRI and all that. But I went to a Saints game, went to a preseason game, and I walked like 4 blocks to the car, and I was hobbling. My friend's like, "You're hobbling, or you're limping." I'm like, "I know, my hip hurts." I woke up at 3 in the morning, felt like someone was stabbing me with an ice pick, just repeatedly in my hip. And then I called them. I'm like, I don't care how much it is, I need to get an MRI because I can't take this. And so they did one on Tuesday. On Wednesday, he called me in to get the results. And I was thinking, oh, maybe they'll have to do surgery, which freaked me out because I'd never had it before. And he was like, the head of your femur is deteriorating almost to the surface. And he said it looked like a metastasis. And that's when I'm like, well, my left one's been bigger than my right one. So, but had I gone before, they probably would have caught it before. I know they would have. Got me into a doctor like right away within days. And they did like a bone scan and like a barrage of other tests. They did a mammogram, which showed nothing, but they kept like going around here. They did an ultrasound, then they did a triple biopsy. And there it was. They did radiation first on my hip. They gave me 10 rounds. Then my back started hurting like a few months later, so they did another CAT scan, and they said, oh, spots popped up there. Started doing chemo on October 1st, 2017, and they did Taxotere. My blood pressure like plummeted, my oxygen went to 73, and so they took me off of it. I got through one more treatment. They gave me 4 pills to take the night before and the morning of, and I got through it. But then came the real fun. Then came the blisters in my mouth and down my throat. And then I lost weight because I couldn't eat, because I couldn't swallow. I'm in tears. My pharmacist said, call the doctor on call. He said, go to the emergency room, and I did. Yeah, I had staph in one of them. They switched me to Taxol. My last big chemo was April of 2018. Then they switched me to Herceptin and Perjeta immunotherapy, and I still get this every 3 weeks. I mean, I might have to have it the rest of my life. On June 5th, I had a double mastectomy, and they put expanders in. So I'm going back, I've been getting pumped up. It's like the opposite of Tom Brady's football. I'm being inflated. I'm having a surgery on the 30th, October 30th, to get the implants in. And then there's a fun thing called neuropathy. I was leaving a doctor one day, and we passed by, and I saw cancer, and I'm like, can we go in here a minute? I was in a wheelchair, and so we went in and talked to Lil and everything, and they got me signed up. And that anodyne therapy worked. I used to not be able to push the button on like on an electric toothbrush I can do that now. I couldn't open bottles of water or anything. Couldn't do that. Couldn't tie them. Couldn't put them on, much less tie them. I mean, basic things that you learn when you're 3 or 4, and it's just frustrating. But I mean, it got me through it, so hey, I'm certainly not complaining, because so many people have it so much worse, and I could have had it so much worse. So many people helped me, like with everything, everybody, it was so cool. I mean, I know they bent over, and they still do. And I totally, absolutely appreciate it. I mean, very, very much. I know they totally went out of their way to help me, and they did. I really appreciate it. So I would like to thank them very much.